Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of very cool creations this week again. So to start with here, all of them are going to be shown in Reforged Eden. I believe they're all for Reforged Eden anyway. Maybe not. We'll look at the stats, but I think they all are. So the very first creation here today is the Aries Reforged Eden by Ente, and very cool capital ship here, following kind of Ente's style, but this one is definitely a lot brighter in color tones than a lot of other creations from the author. Maybe not. Maybe he's got some other ones there that are in this general setup here, but really cool looking ship here, definitely. Kind of looking at the body work here, and obviously there is detail anywhere you look on this. Just we'll start at the front on some features here that I think are really cool. Again, I love the look of having like some blocks overlapping over the hull. It kind of makes it look like armor plating in the area, and then the use of a darker gray or mid-tone gray in the middle here. That really sets that off too. It makes the front kind of look a lot more metal-like, and it separates the armor from the hull. A lot of antennas and things on this too. I have a feeling this one is going to be quite heavily upgradable as well. I'm seeing an awful lot of designated turret mount positions all over the hull here. So yeah, even on this side here, about 6 or 7 of them right in that general area, and there's probably a lot more going on here too. Plus it does have some installed turrets already as well. I'm kind of curious on the CPU. I think this was a Core 9 build here, so at least stock. On the back side here, oh, that looks awesome too. Yeah, I love the big 2XL thrusters going forward up top there. Looks like we got a centralized lift thruster in there too. Then it pulls into a hangar. I like how this whole back is overlapping over the hangar door quite a bit there. And cool landing gear setup too. It's like each one of these things is kind of like its own built feature here. So you got this rear landing gear set up here, and it kind of looks like there's some pipes or kind of landing gear mechanism going on there, which is really cool. And then we got a little bit different landing gear up front here, kind of a lower profile landing gear. Looks like we got another way into the ship from kind of the midsection as well. But yeah, just look at what's going on here. This is really cool, and this is sitting on the ground too. And obviously, flying in space, it would be really cool to see as well. Kind of like a freighter, but not really. More of a gunship kind of creation from the best of my guess right now. Certainly looks like it's designed for some combat. A lot of combat upgradability to it as well. Let's get a good look at the top side here. Yeah, I can see some texture lights in there as well. Kind of a more of a lighter blue texture light into the mix. And then we got some different colors back over here with some of the this piping decoration going over the hull. And of course, kind of looks like we've got a radar over here. Hold on, I got to see if that's a real one. It probably is. This is a Reforged Eden. Yeah, that is a real long-range radar there. I always got to check because there is the vanilla version, which is just a deco part. Unfortunately, why that is, I don't know. Kind of a waste to build a nice animated model like that, or at least something that rotates, and then not use it for anything but decoration. It's been used in Reforged Eden for a couple years now for actually like a longer range radar over the baseline detector, which is a really good idea, by the way. So yeah, that very cool looking ship. I don't know what to say. It's there's just detail in everywhere. I also got to make note of this really cool glass section in here. Oh, it looks like there's excuse me, another way in the ship over there. Oh, very cool. Very cool. All right, well, let's get inside and see what makes this all work here. And I'm kind of curious on some of the specs here, too. Let me try to adjust the lighting to something all right. But, yeah, how about there? We'll see how this goes. So, getting into the hangar in the back. Very nice looking. Got quite a few texture lights, a lot of different texturing going on, some decorative pipes and things. Interesting on the the color across the top there. That is part of the texture in there, which is that's cool. That's cool. Kind of makes it look a little bit unique there. And oh, even we got some cargo extension textures in the mix here too. So obviously we got some cargo extensions probably running through some of the wall spacing or behind the walls in there. Up front looks like we got some storage boxes, got a little security going on. Of course, our armor locker, storage controller over there, another armor locker and controller. And what's up top here? Okay, so we got O2 right up top. So that's a nice convenience when you get into the hangar. And we got a room going down over here, and then we got a doorway going this way. Let's go down first. Okay, so this just goes to the that kind of midship ramp. Let's go straight across this way and see where we go. Oh, okay, so now we're in the central elevator. There's other ways to go up there as well. So I think the only way to go from here is the elevator. Let's go down to the gunnery bridge here. I like the elevator LCDs too. That's really cool. Oh yeah, this is cool. So this is like a first-person bridge that's kind of like below the hull of the ship, kind of hanging there. That's cool. I like how that's done with the mixed glass in here too. We got some armored glass and then we got some standard glass in the mix, but that makes a nice looking formation there. Looks pretty tough as well, which is very cool. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Alright, so let's go up to... Okay, so this is where we kind of, yeah, those two ways that went in here. You know, there's another door off this way, too. Let's go check this out. Ah, thruster, okay. So this looks like it's set up to add in another XL thruster. And I'm probably removing these blocks here. Yeah, and then it would kind of sit in this spot here, probably matching the same body line with the angled XL thruster there. So yeah, another upgrade part. Can add in another big reverse thruster. Alright, so let's get back in the elevator and get up to, looks like 4. So CPU and core room. Again, I love the labeling here. That's very cool. So yep, we got our CPU cores over here. Let's take the hallway over this way a little bit, and we got our main core there as well. And some more CPU cores. So yep, it is exactly what it said it would be. It looks really nice too. Again, and look at all the texture work done in here. This is like the bottom side of a different part over here, which looks really cool. It kind of makes the formation. I think this is maybe a staircase or something above here. Yeah, staircase above there. So very cool. We got a NPC crew member down here, making sure the cores are not overheating or whatever. So then we're up to the combat bridge, aux cores, production, and field engineering. So it looks like, yeah, right away here, this must be the combat bridge. Let's go check this out. So this would be, this is cool. And we got a, looks like an upgrade LCD right as you get in here, which is awesome. Says you can remove that when you're done learning all the different parts that can go in here, and a lot of different parts. Talks about that forward XL thruster. So 2 additional XL thrusters as well. 12 additional MX torpedoes, 2 additional fixed cannon weapons, artillery turrets, up to 25 additional turrets, 2 fusion reactors. Oh, P menu, upgrade menu. Yeah, let's check that out too. I'm going to turn that on as we're going through here. Got to remember to do that. And of course, we do have some P menu options here. Let me just flip them all on here. So very cool. So it'll probably tell us a little bit more information there. The Ente has done that with a lot of builds too. I should just automatically know to go into the P menu and check out the upgrade option LCDs, which is a very good way of doing it. So over here, right to the side of the bridge, looks like we've got a medical area. So we've got our specialized equipment going across here, and then of course the med station itself. And let's go through this door. Oh, okay, so we're getting into some engineering over here. We got a couple, looks like advanced generators, one in the middle there, and one down over here. Actually, 3 down over here. And we've got some other hallways going down. Oh, even more. Look at that. So, what, 5, 6 advanced generators in this general area. That's cool. That's a neat housing on it, fitting all those in there too. It's you know, again, everything looks like a spaceship. You know, it's that is definitely something very cool there. Got a couple of these little things, so some thruster access on the sides over here. It looks like I'm kind of flying in the wall right now, and we got this ladder going up here too. We're gonna kind of climb up that way a little bit here and see what's going on. Okay, that just gives you access to that upper generator, it looks like, or one of them. But this keeps going up to more. Man, this thing's got a lot of generators in it. A lot of big generators in it. Oh, that's so cool. I love how this block work comes in perfectly lines up to the backside of a thruster. Makes that round formation there, which is really cool. It's almost like that would be a great texture or deco part to be able to put into a ship as well. And more thruster access along here. So okay, yeah, a bunch of it said pretty much all that on the elevator as well. Elevator LCD. So let's go back down, and I wanted to catch that elevator again. I think that is back over this way. Actually, there's more in here to see too. So our medical area there. Okay, that was the bridge. We got our side entry points over here. I gotta say, I do love the way the glass is going around that door opening there. That just looks really cool. Just kind of like this framework there. It's a nice use of the heavy glass to add like frame work stuff to the creation there. Just want to go up this side here as well. Looks like we got a nice little I don't know, break area over here. Got a couple TVs, a couch, place to sit and eat, even a plant. The plant's really important there. And we got a production area right down over here too that I didn't really see. Let's go this way. All right, yeah. Okay, so we got our armor locker, armor repair, storage controller, place. We got an advanced constructor, a place for another one there. Auxiliary core room over here. Very cool. Yeah, this can fit a lot of auxiliary cores and or quantum cores or whatnot. Yep. Very cool. Could fill that up and add all the guns and thrusters and everything else on the ship here. Artillery turrets, you name it. So this is interesting too. Yeah, I like how I like the scaling of this. You know, it kind of feels very ship-like. So over here it looks like, okay, this would be our forward thruster Excel upgrade positions here. So we got probably one on either side of the ship there. It did say that on the LCD and the bridge. And let's go out this way here. So we've got a couple of ventilators, more thruster access areas. Our pentaxid tank is right over here. And yeah, we've got, wow, yeah, just a lot of upgrades that can be done over here. Look at that. So another thruster would go there, I assume, for strafing. On either side there, and then we'll go up top here. We've got our warp drive right above here. Another catwalk kind of going up above the lower area that we're just at. Direct thruster access there. Yeah, huge amount of upgrade potential, which is just really awesome for a ship like this. So we can kind of sneak underneath the warp drive over here, and yeah, probably it certainly looks like a medium shield part location, at least with the size there. For some reason, I did flip that on the info LCD or upgrade markers here, but for whatever reason, it looks like there should be one here, but it's not being visible for me right now. Let me just see if this LCD is actually doing that and on. Yeah, it certainly looks like it should be working. Medium shield upgrades. Yeah. And it is, yeah, it is active too. Let me turn it off and turn it back on. Huh. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was looking in the wrong spot. It's right on the outside. Okay, they are working just fine. My bad, I missed that there. So yeah, we've got another one over here as well. So obviously you can put in 4 medium shield parts in this general location. And it looks like we could, in game, we could probably actually climb back down into this hallway area. So the author certainly doesn't waste any space. So now we're down, looks like on the other side of the production area. Okay, those are the rear thrusters. Yeah, okay, so we walked through here already. Place for a deconstructor right there as well. This is a really cool wall block combo going on here. Kind of dig that. That's neat to see. It kind of looks, yeah, it just looks like a big thing sitting here. I like the way it's shaped here. That is really, really cool. Different kind of block to use on the corner of a wall, but it looks great that way. So note to self, I'll have to remember that there. Okay, so we've already been up there, so let's go to 6, which will be the medic and cantina, which is here actually. Okay, so we actually kind of visited this this floor already as well. So this would be the medical bays on the other side, and the cantina is right there. So let's go to 7, which is the shield array. Oh, this looks technical here. Oh yeah, this is for some big shield parts here. Oh yeah. So check that out. So looks like 6 large shield parts would, well, if it's matched on the other side, which it probably is there. So 6 large shield parts. I'm seeing some other windows over here. They kind of look like they're meant to hold some big parts, but somehow I didn't end up there. But okay, so this is just about putting in the big shield parts here. Let's go this way. I'm trying to make my way up to that top area where I believe it's intended for fusion reactors. Let's go up this way. Aha! Here we are. Oh, look at this setup over here. Oh, that's wild. So medium shield upgrades place above. So more medium shield locations. Makes sense. Probably has a full barrage of all 8. Looks like we got some small shield parts here too that are, at least some are installed right now. Cool looking room though. I like, again, the info LCDs. This has to do with the fusion reactor right in here, and it kind of looks like a a second one. Wow. So you can actually get rid of the big advanced generator there and pop in another fusion reactor, more medium shield parts. I would believe it probably does the 8 small, 8 medium, and 6 large, along with potentially 2 fusion reactors in this build. So that's, yeah, a lot of shield potential, a lot of firepower potential, and thrust speeds as well. So yeah, really cool. Definitely a combat-oriented ship, I would say. I'm not seeing. At least I didn't see it. Let's look at this. I don't think there's any farm in here, which is totally fine. I wouldn't really want to farm on this type of ship, I wouldn't think, because it looks like you'd want to be blowing up enemy CVs and stuff with it for the most part here. So I think that was all of the interior. Yeah, this goes up to this. Yeah, okay. So pretty. Despite the ship being pretty big, it's pretty straightforward on getting through it, really. So I didn't go up front very much here. Let's do a little thing here because it is more of a combat ship. I'll get the lights on brighter here too. Just want to see what you're made out of. Looks like we got some combat steel. Oh man, some combat steel. Don't see that material used too often anymore. And oh wow, this area here is solid bulk, filled in with stuff here. You can kind of tell because you don't see like any interior areas or anything like that. So this is yeah, definitely designed for combat, to take a lot of hits on the front side of the ship, reinforced and whatnot. Looks like we got a decoy back over here as well. A few of them. Well, actually, you know, these little dinky thrusters in here, they do work, but they also could be used as decoys, because they're kind of like tucked back in there, and it would kind of force the AI to shoot through this area to hit these thrusters, which would probably be the closest thing that the AI would want to shoot at, besides, unless there's any guns on the front. So that's cool. This is another one like that. But I like the fact that they're not technically decoys, because they're exposed, and you can actually see them too. Now the little generator, that's more of a decoy. Obviously, with as many big generators in the ship, you wouldn't need these little ones, but this is just for the AI to be shooting through this area so it can hit that, and it can go after these little thrusters and all this stuff here, and the ship isn't going to care. It's just going to keep on shooting back for quite a long time. So, especially if you get this upgraded with a lot of shields and more turrets and guns and things like that. Alright, so let's look at some numbers here. So we are unlocked level 25, size class 7, at least stock. Keep in mind there's a lot of thruster upgrade potential here, but 34 forward, 18 strafing, 26 lift, 9 reverse, 9 down, 18 fuel tanks, 6 oxygen tanks. Pretty decent base loadout also, but obviously just a lot more places for weapons, turrets. It was even talking about it's got a couple artillery cannons on here too, but 6 advanced laser cannons. So yeah, we've got our shield takedown stuff already, and some extra hull damage too. It is nice running this kind of combo because when you're attacking, most of the larger CVs in the game have a shield, so you got to get the shield down first, and then you're flying around. Your turrets are doing your thing, but it's awfully nice to have a fixed weapon to be a little more interactive in the fight as well, like a couple artillery cannons here to shoot after you're done using the laser cannons to get the shield down. So 21 hour and 42 minute build time. Uses quite a bit of Xeno on here too, so probably a lot of that front area. I didn't really see what the blocks themselves were, but we know there's combat steel. There's probably Xeno in there, quite a bit actually. And the Estrium is Zacosium usage to be expected here. Got 7 crew on there. CPU wise, look at that. Tuned right to your Core 9 Reforged Eden spec. Just a smidgen under the 2.1 million. So the author tried to use every last bit of it they could, put in as many parts as they could fit in the CPU. Let's take a look at some storage here. So we've got a lot of nice labeled boxes here. So looks like we got 2 320K ammos. We got a 201K dump container, and then we got products and materials, both 640s in here. So yeah, good amount of storage as well for the kind of ship. That is definitely nice. And the 2 320K ammo box or storage pieces, that'll help out a lot too. Lastly, I want to look at one last thing here. Our stock shield is at 17,450. Obviously, this can go up a very, very long ways. In fact, I think if you fully decked it out, you'd be running around 180K shield, somewhere in that general ballpark. So yeah, it definitely has that. We got a few P menu options for the main ramp, ground ramp, upgrade markers, of course, and hangar. I did flip those before, so I think that just keeps the hangar door open like this. That might be triggered by the landing gear as well, because I think when I did land this on the ground, it did open up these doors. But let me just turn a couple of these off here. Maybe you can just override that as well. Didn't seem to change it. So it might have a setup. Again, when I had this up in the air before I parked it, all these doors were up. So I think there's a trigger mechanism going with the landing gear as well. Maybe you can override that with the P menu options when you're in space. So again, yeah, very, very cool creation here. So again, the Aries Reforged Eden by Ente. Nice. That looks like a nice, very usable, combat-oriented. I think it was deemed as more of a mid-level ship in Reforged Eden, which makes a lot of sense because, but it can go to the high-end range for sure. All right, so the next creation here, this is the Hakaman Wasteland series by Jay Drafton. So this is kind of following in the script HD faction here, but this is by Jay Drafton, and this is a very cool looking mech. Oh, I like this. Look at that. When I was taking a look at the description briefly too, I did say that this is set up to mount to other creations too. I can kind of tell by the front landing gear right over there. which is very cool. These you got to transport the mechs around and drop ships and stuff like that. So yeah, I like the circles and the legs here. Really cool shaping too. If you take a look at the block work of the feet and the legs and the pivot points, that yeah, it all works out really good. Makes the legs look like they're gonna get up and move around and literally walk around. So that's cool. That's cool to do. The whole shape on this is really awesome. I like the color setup on here too. It's kind of it's going with the Wasteland series, which is more a little rustier and things like that on purpose, which is a great looking look. And then it's got nice color changes in here too. You can see the dark grays, the light grays, this kind of brownish gray, and then the kind of more of a faded orange in there. But yeah, it's a very cool color scheme. Obviously following the Wasteland color scheme. So and then we got a landing pad on the top. It looks like a retractable turret right up over there. We got that's cool. We got some flags off the back here, done with LCDs. Wasteland series flags. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I like that. That's neat. I have seen flag LCDs before, but I don't see them get used too much. But this is a awesome place to do that with. And I'm sure I wouldn't doubt the author made their own LCDs there. I haven't seen those LCDs, but or that's just a symbol over there with the yin yang. But very cool. So up here, excuse me again, man. I'm sorry about that. Been kind of congested a little bit here. It's been kind of cold and rainy and that kind of stuff. So we got this S over here, and I'm trying to figure out what the blue dot is. I might have something to do with docking or something. I'm not 100% sure what that is yet. I wonder if not sure. It looks like it's for something, but I don't know exactly what yet. I might have to look at the description a little bit more here. And one other noticeable thing too, I'm seeing a totally unusual part being used for kind of a swivel joint, and that is the those round countertops in the deco area there, which add in a nice, really matches well too with the orange and the darker tone, and yeah, it looks like it kind of belongs in this color scheme. Yeah, very cool. All right, so let's. I got to figure out how to get aboard this. I don't think we're going to be walking up to the legs. I don't think they're big enough to fit a player up through there. So we're going to be getting in here. And obviously, it was kind of meant to work with another creation too, which I don't actually have right now, for mounting and things like that, and transporting the mech around. But it looks like we would actually land up on top here, or maybe when it mounts to another CV, it gives you access to the top of it. And then you've got a little landing pad up here, so you can park an SV up here, and then it looks like our entry point is here, which is really cool. Let me adjust the lighting a little bit in here. Something like that. So look at this. It's like a whole production warehouse kind of thing right up on this top floor here, which is probably the only interior space. But it is packed with function in here. I didn't expect all this stuff. So we got an advanced constructor, a lot of cargo boxes, fridge, teleporter. Yeah, of course, our pilot seat, our mech commander seat. I like how this is kind of neat how this drops down, actually. That's kind of a neat little setup there. Interesting, with the railings in front of it, kind of sets that off there. We got a full medical bay back over here, all our specialized equipment around the area, and of course the armor locker, fridge, storage controller, med bay, O2. Yeah, it's we've got a place for a pentaxi tank, it looks like, over here. So that's cool. That's cool. So as in like guns and stuff, obviously it has a retractable turret on the top. And of course you could replace antennas for launchers. But it doesn't look like it has a huge amount of at least base weaponry on it. I think it's, again, it's a mech, and the game technically doesn't support mechs, but they're so cool. I like to see these being built here. And this is a very cool one, by the way, too. So let's look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 15, size class 1. That's pretty small, actually. And I think I got the thrusters are off here. I'm going to turn on some things here so we can get the stats better there. All right, so 36 forward, 17 strafing, 89 lift. A lot of lift thrust here. This is really good if it's got a decent amount of storage. 18 reverse and 15 down. 2 fuel tanks, 1 oxygen tank. Barrage of, it has a lot more guns than I thought it did. They're sneaky. So, 1 retract. Apologize again. Man, I got to get over this. Retractable laser turret. Looks like we got a total of 8 sensory guns on here, 2 minigun turrets, and a detector. 4-hour and 22-minute build time. Pretty inexpensive. I mean, it's using a smidgen of this stuff here, but not much. Just stuff you can find on a starter planet for the most part, except for maybe the bulk of Neo, which you're going to need for any kind of creation. So yeah, very nice there. CPU wise, light on CPU. So this would have a single basic CPU core in it, and Reforged Eden setup, bringing it to 400,000. You got about 100,000 left over, so you could add quite a bit more stuff to it without having to put in any resources into more CPU blocks. Main on here. I don't believe we had a shield. It had a place for a pentaxa tank. It probably has a place to put in a shield too. Well, we would definitely fit one. So yeah, you can add a pentaxa tank. I don't think it does warp unless I missed it. Let's see if it speaks of any kind of warp drive in here. I don't think so. And again, it didn't have a pentaxa tank, which is also a requirement for a warp drive. But looking at the numbers, on the CPU, it couldn't have too many parts in it because you need more CPU to handle all that. So yeah, very cool creation here. Storage. Let's take a look at storage. So we got an ammo box at 14K. We got a 640K controller in here, and then a number of boxes beyond that. It has a box for pentaxa, so it's really set up to add a pentaxa tank and things like that. I think the author probably left that off, not in this case because of CPU, but because of the resources it might have brought into the build. The author wanted to keep this pretty inexpensive, so yeah, it makes sense here. And all these, I think, are boxes over here, besides a big 640K controller, which, yeah, you can get a lot of, that's quite a lot of storage, and this had a lot of lift thrust to move it, too. So, yeah, very cool. Again, this is the Hakaman Wasteland series by Jay Drafton. All right, let me adjust the lighting a little bit. We'll take a look at the next creation, which is quite a statement, I will say here. So we've got the Mobius RE by Corrupt Reverend, and holy smokes, yeah, I didn't, when I grabbed it from the workshop here, I need more lights. When I grabbed it from the workshop, I didn't realize it was as big as it is. This is a very large creation here, with some really cool shaping. I noticed on the description, it did say that the author was saying that he got a little carried away, maybe made it a little too big and a little too elaborate, and was thinking that this might be best used for an OPV or a POI in the game. But I tell you what, as an author and a person who definitely respects art and things like that, this is amazing. Yeah, place all the blocks you want, build whatever you want. This is cool. Maybe it's not the greatest creation for hardcore gameplay, but yeah, this is just, you just don't see stuff like this. I've never seen a ship look like this ever. I don't think in sci-fi. I don't think in definitely not in Empyrion, or any place else really. This is a real high level of creativity going on here. And I'm looking at this mechanism, and it really looks like there's a lot of moving parts going on here. We've got wheels and like gears, and it's like a space motorcycle or something. Really big one, with a double back wheels, and yeah, look at just how this is set up over here. Oh, that is some of the coolest looking block work. I tell you, that is neat. Very, very creative. Wow. And these the big old round cylinders, or not even cylinders. Yeah, that's just wild. We got thrusters in there too, so we do have forward thrusters and stuff going on here in the rear wheel assembly. Again, like a big space motorcycle. I got to look at the front side here too, but there's so many features and things to look at here. And again, this is quite amazing to look at too. Really looks like it would be spinning, and we got like a connector over here, and it could fluctuate, and it drives the rear wheels, kind of more of like a Star Trek format here. Kind of spins them probably from this piece here with a wheel on the inside. Alternative way to spin a wheel. See that in some sci-fi stuff here and there. And then over here, this would be kind of, and I could be completely wrong on kind of assuming that this looks like a bit like a big motorcycle, a big space motorcycle. But I mean, this over here too, this would be like your gas tank kind of, or fuel tank. And this would be a seat. Yeah, you sit here. Yeah, wow, this is wild. This is wild. And of course, we got our engine up here, and we've got our, it looks like a V8. We got our headers coming off from the engine going into this part over here, which is maybe some kind of carburetor system. I don't even know. Not a carburetor, but yeah, exhaust or something. Wow, just look at this. And then, so we've got we've got a fleet of these smaller craft that accompany, fly along with it, kind of in the front of it. So this is like a whole fleet. Just look at the block work, though. I mean, this thing has got so many curves, and the way it was just designed up with all these pieces kind of fitting together to build this framework that's just curving everywhere. I mean, just one big curve after another. Yeah, just wild. Truly wild. And this block work on the side here looks amazing, too. There's just so much going on in there. I think we're looking at the back end of some solar panels. No, those aren't solar panels. Kind of looked like it for a second, but no, that's just a lot of block work there. Layers of thin blocks over one another, and some backing blocks and things like that. Wow. Wow. Like the little guards over the thrusters up on the bottom there too. Kind of don't want to get rocks and stuff in there when you're cruising over the land. But no, but the thing is, it kind of, obviously has some characteristics of a space motorcycle, but at the same time, it's a big CV, and it looks like we got a pilot seat right over here, kind of hanging down. Is that a pilot seat? Yeah, it's a pilot seat. Passenger seats. Oh, we got a fusion reactor up in here too, underneath this. Really cool block work again. Wow, everywhere. Look at this thing. This must have taken a while to make. I mean, just trying to get all these shapes to work together and connect together, and just doing the shapes themselves. That's a lot there. Very, very cool though. Us authors definitely respect this kind of thing. This is neat. I get it that it's probably not the most ideal creation for gameplay, but it kind of looks like it would work at the same time. It does have quite a bit of weaponry going on here, and the AI would be just heavily messing with shooting all these guys back, or all this fleet of little ships here, and probably leave the main creation pretty much alone. Oh, wait a minute. Is this a POI? I'm seeing this is a straight up POI thing here. I didn't think it was. I thought it was more for a player yet, but seeing that on there, it kind of makes it a POI, because these are spawners essentially, which you can't use on a creation that's not a POI, as far as I know. All right. Well, I did want to see what is going on the inside here. I know there's that small bridge over there, but I'm not sure if it does have an inside. Does it have an inside? It certainly looks like it does. I'm seeing windows and interior stuff going on here, unless that's just purely decorative. No, we've got interior. We certainly got interior. Okay. Oh, yeah. Look at this. I didn't even notice this. So, man, there's so many things on this to look at. Holy crap! This whole formation here. This is just wild. Cool coloring on there too. And what the heck is going on in the middle here? I don't know. Fancy, high tech, sophisticated engine thing. I don't know, but it's really cool. It's really cool. And it looks like we got some radar down in here, and this circular area. But we certainly have a hangar door here. I'm going to go in here and see where it leads. Let me adjust the lighting here too. Oh, it kind of glows. Oh, I didn't even notice that too. We've got some. Well, we got to be kind of close because the game likes to cut off the lighting pretty close by. But look at that. It's that kind of lights up at night here in places too. It's hard to see the whole thing at once though because the lights fade away once I get a little bit away from them. Wild, just absolutely wild. All right, so we got a hangar door over here, and we've got a lot of stuff going on. A couple elevators off to the side. We'll have to circle back to those. This almost looks like it was a piece of glass, but it's not. Interesting. Yeah, that's probably just the blockwork around it. Let's walk up over this way a little bit. And there's a lot of stuff going on down here. Yeah, obviously some big shield parts in the. So we're kind of looking at the engine compartment here, I would say. Kind of actually looks like an engine too. Well, not your normal like V8 kind of thing, but something a little futuristic here. Let's take this elevator up. Oh wow, look at this. What a trip. The lighting in here looks really neat. Very unusual. But it's well lit up and it's really detailed like everything else on here. And I couldn't even necessarily explain what's going on here, but it looks cool. It looks very much like some kind of high tech engine of some origin here. We got a pentaxid tank in this structure over here, and it looks like we got that's a RE lift elevator there. Hold on. Are we the button? We're the button. Yeah, we're the button. Just gotta ride this up here a minute. Oh, wow. Holy crap, what is that? That's just a big round, very round, using the new round blocks. They're a big, really cool looking tank, but it's kind of like the outside of a thruster housing. Got some gravity generator, or a gravity generator back over there. Holy smokes. Have you ever seen anything quite like this before? This is just, I've seen a lot of stuff, but this is just, man, this is extremely unique. The author must have spent a lot of time building this, or they're a very, very fast builder, one of the two. But, yeah, this is elaborate. Really elaborate. Every little nook and cranny and block was figured out how to make all this kind of come together in just a wild sci-fi type of creation here. I'm going to get back into God mode. I'm cheating a little bit. I know this is just a big creation here. I'm sure this all ties in with different places here, but oh my goodness. Yeah, well, we got some functional stuff over here. So a lot of armor repairs and armor lockers and some boxes and things over on the side here. But just kind of looking at, I don't know. I gotta assume the inside of like an engine compartment, but not of an engine in a normal like car or something. Just something really crazy here. Oh my goodness, it goes down that way too. Yeah, pretty, just, man, I don't even know what to expect around every corner here. Oh, on the other side over here. Okay, so this is, the other side was a lot of armor lockers and that kind of thing that we got production on this side. Advanced constructors, a bunch of cargo boxes. Um, oh my, just look up there at all the crazy. Um, wow. Okay, let's take this hallway. I'm probably not going to see the whole interior on this, I bet, but definitely grab this creation and check it out. It's a sight to behold, I guess you could say. Wow. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Some really cool block work, and I love the way it's just all built to look like pieces and moving structures and framework and engine parts, and yeah, really creative here. Let me fly around this area here. I don't know if there's actually like a walkway up in here. I wouldn't think there would be, but who knows. But yeah, this is the area with the large shield parts, which are all built in this big structure here, which kind of looks like the maybe the core, or at least a part of the engine or drivetrain of some origin here. I don't know, man, but it looks cool. It is so detailed too. And we've got a lot of medium shield parts down in here too. I like to see all the spinnings going on in here. Yeah, wow. Let's go way up top. I like the texture lights on the ceiling here. Kind of match everything else. And this looks like a big light. That's Xeno block there with a texture over it. Yeah, we're gonna have a beefy shield on this too. I won't doubt there's fusion reactors in this creation here somewhere too. I'm sure it's going to be using quantum and auxiliary cores. It's a big creation. It's not like, certainly not your average like or starter or anything like that. It is nuts, just nuts. Oh, look at this setup. Oh, that's cool with the using the railing glass pieces. Just the way that's done. There's like two layers. You got your inner layer, and then it kind of hangs down over that. Kind of runs across the front to wherever this goes. Oh, another RE elevator. And that, oh wow. I don't know. There's just so much to see in here, and I've been just fixated on this one part of the ship. Oh, I'm lost. Okay, there we go. Just all the other little stuff, like this over here is like some frame piece, like engine mount kind of thing or something. Again, I keep on associating this with like some big space motorcycle kind of creation. And then also in the description, I wasn't sure if this was from some sci-fi, you know, uh, genre out there that I'm, unfamiliar with, but I don't believe so. I think this is entirely the author's creation, just from ground up. Like, I want to do this, and the author did it, and that is really cool. Um, so okay, so I gotta tour a little bit more. I want to see if there's ways to go back, because I keep on like, I mean, a lot of these rooms I don't think I've seen this room space over here. Look at that, it even has a catwalk along the edges there. Sorry, I'm not quite going through this, walking through every room, but my goodness. Um, yeah, this is one you just got to go sub it and check it out. I'm gonna head back this way a little bit. Looks like we got a kind of a rear gravity generator there, and then we go into this red. You notice how it went? It was all blue. Now we're getting to this red zone, and this is a big. Well, this is like an elevator ramp that would go down to here. Holy smokes! That goes all the way down to here, wherever here is. I don't even know, but another RE elevator right here. That looks like it would go down. Oh, and the other one goes up at the same time. That's cool. Yeah, it's like a double set up there right next to it. Oh, wow. Look at back here, too. I wasn't sure. Looking at the exterior, I wasn't so sure it was going to have an interior. Um, but, man, does it have an interior. Psycho interior. Never just still haven't ever really seen anything like it, or even close to it. No reference from anything else. Look at that framework back over there, too. Kind of the interior pieces. And I don't even know what's going on back here, but it looks really cool. Looks like a lot of thrusters and things like that kind of mounted in the rear area. Again, the framework, and even, man, even look at the glass work over here. I'll get the light on just for a little second here. But that kind of looks underneath the creation there. Wow. Man, I don't know what to say. Awesome work. Yeah, to the author here. This is dedication. And really, really creative. Really creative. Some amazing visuals. And I'm pretty sure there's all kinds of other little rooms and places I haven't even seen in here yet, but my goodness. Yeah. Wow. Awesome work on this. Just want to see it kind of at night here too. Yeah. Different color lighting. Like obviously it gets redder back over there, and it's kind of very blue in the front area of the ship. In fact, I don't even think I looked at some of the block work back over here. Let me get the lights back on. And we'll take a look at some stats here in a minute too. Didn't even look at the whole hull features here yet. Like this piece here, I don't even know, but it looks really, really cool. Yeah, just all the thin block work on here. Well, the author certainly knows their blocks and how to put those together and to create pretty much any shape or formation they can imagine. And that is certainly going on in here. Again, even this part over here, it's yeah, it looks like a V8 exhaust coming off from the engine. Yeah, just amazing. All right. So I'm sure I'm saying yes, yes. Anyway, let's look at numbers here. I want to keep looking at it, but I know the video is going to go insanely long if I do. So size class 61. I expected this was going to be pretty big. 79 fuel tanks, 12 oxygen tanks, 49 forward, 13 strafing, 22 lift, 14 reverse, 17 down. Quite a lot of weaponry on here too. Didn't even notice it. I was so looking googly eye over the bodywork. I wasn't even looking for guns and weapons, but it certainly has quite a lot going on there. 37-hour and 34-minute build time. Gonna use, yeah, it's gonna use stuff. This is not gonna be a super cheap creation. And we are running, looks like 10 quantum cores in here, 10 auxiliary cores in the build, which it makes a lot of sense. I mean, the kind of parts you're seeing on this, they're not gonna come cheap. CPU wise, it's balanced. It's got actually extra CPU left over how it sits. So yeah, it's with the 10 quantum, 10 aux cores, it is definitely balanced. You got a good 700,000, yeah, about 700,000 CPU left over. Wow. Stock shield on here, 174,000 shield. So big shield, big shield. I'm just gonna run out of fuel here. I better get that filled up. Let's take a look at some other specs here. So storage, we've got, looks like 320K ammo controllers, a lot of boxes, and a whole lot more controllers over here. Looks like another 10. And take a couple samples. Oh wait, not that. Not that one. Yeah, looks like they're, from what I can tell, 10640s. Take one more sample there. Maybe not all 640s. That last one was smaller, only at a measly 376K. But yeah, a lot of storage in here. And I think that's it there. Holy smokes. One last thing. Let's take a look at some P menu options. Okay, no P menu options going on here. Wow. Anyway, Again, this is the Mobius RE by Corrupt Reverend, and amazing creation, truly amazing creation. I really look forward to seeing what you come up with next. This is you know your blocks, and you're doing stuff that I just haven't seen done before. So I mean, give you a solid originality, creativity thing, if there was such a thing. But yeah, this is wild, 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 wild. All right, so the next creation here, we've got something a lot smaller. This is the Zenos or Zenu's Best by TKC, and that is this little base over here, and it's up on the spotlight there. Pretty interesting looking base. Sits very asymmetrical. Sits on the ground uniquely. It works though. We've got some solar panels over here on the side. Looks like we've got some locations to add some turrets and things like that. Yeah, pretty cool design. Now again, this is really unique. I haven't seen too much look like this here. It's kind of very asymmetrical setup and very unique. Like two different parts that are kind of connected together with some framework. Yeah, very, very cool. That's a neat setup there. That's actually some marble texture in there. That's yeah, a lot of marble texture in here actually. And I bet you this all. Did this? Oh, this ran out of fuel. Uh-oh, I'm out of fuel. Uh-oh. Let me get some more fuel here. Fill! Why didn't you fill? Maybe I'm not out of fuel? Alright. What's going on here? I'm hitting wrong buttons, as you can tell. Yeah, what's up with this? Why, I got fuel on me. Why can't I put fuel in you? I'm confused. Is this not... Yeah, Promethium hydrocells. Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe it's just completely solar operated. Could that be it? Could that be the deal? So there is no fuel tank in here? That would make sense. That would explain what's happening. All right, well, let's see if that's the case. I'm going to get inside here. Let me adjust the lighting a little bit here. So obviously, yeah, we got some lights going on and stuff in here. Yeah, it's working. All right, so yeah, solar. Maybe you just, it doesn't take any fuel whatsoever. So as soon as you walk in the door, armor locker O2, and then we're to a clone chamber and a place for a T. Not sure what that could be. It could be a lot of things, but it looks like it would only be one block. So oh, teleporter, duh, teleporter. And I think, is that it? Is that it? Okay, so this is just like a drop down place to spawn in and get some O2, put on some armor mods or whatnot, and I think that's about it. This is an LCD up out here, which is weird because, okay, that's a sensor. Is there anything going on this LCD? Let me check P menu options here. Oh, okay, gravity. Okay, so we got a gravity generator. We can turn it. It looks like it's off by default. Okay, we can put oxygen in there. Yeah, place for a teleporter. So yeah, it looks like just a just kind of a maybe something you spawn near a POI. I'm really curious what's going on with this structure though, because it didn't seem, and you couldn't really walk through this either, unless this was a hollow pipe, and it's not. So what's in here? Oh, it looks like our main stuff, our solar capacitor, Wi-Fi, O2, and the main core. And it looks like some extra room in here. Oh, we got an access door. I didn't even notice that. Access door into here to pop in. Looks like it could hold a full-size shield. 1x3 generator. Yeah, kind of up to what you want to put in here, but it looks like it could do a shield and things like that as well. And obviously you can add some turrets to it. Yeah, very, very cool. Very interesting creation here. The shocker for me was I was trying to put fuel in it and it wouldn't take it. Which is so it just kind of operates from solar by itself. There's not a lot of like high power demanding things in there though. So I mean, I didn't see any constructors or anything that would really start using a lot of power. It's mainly just to spawn in, or teleport to it, then spawn in. Like you're gonna put this on maybe some kind of mining facility on some other planet, and then teleport to this, and then and go do your thing, collect your resources, and get back, kind of thing. So yeah, very, very cool. Very cool. Let's look at, let's see if it's got some storage and stuff in it here. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so no storage in here either. And we already looked at P menu options. The only option was to turn gravity on or off. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what it is. So let's look at the main stats here. So unlock level 5, very, very low unlock level on this. Size class 0.43. No fuel tanks. Okay. 1 oxygen tank, 3 ventilators, 22 minute. Oh man, really? 22 minute for this? I mean that in a good way, because it looks like it's bigger than a 22 minute spawn time. So I'm really kind of surprised at this level here, and obviously it like nothing for resources. It looks like it's built out of stone, uses the minimal amount of everything else possible to create this. So yeah, 22 minute build time on this, which is just, yeah, that's crazy for like a base with those options in it. I mean, it doesn't have a huge amount of options, but my goodness, is it inexpensive. Really unique looking too. So storage, did it? Oh yeah, we already looked at that. Yeah, no storage, no storage. All right. Well, anyway, again, this is Zenu's Best by TKC. Very cool, very affordable, like clone slash teleport base. Of course, you would have to add a teleporter to it if you wanted to do that, but it looks like it's kind of was meant to do that. And it almost looks like it would kind of connect maybe to something else as well on the front here. I'd have to do a little more research and see if there's like more components or something like this we might go together with. But anyway, very, very cool creation here. So the next one, let me find the, I think it's this guy right here. This is, I first looked at it, I thought I had seen this already by a different author, but I was reading the description on this, and this is the Carousel Reforged Eden by Carmelius, and it said in there that this was inspired by Daedric. And it certainly looks like it. The colors and design scheme and the whole ball of wax looks very, very much like Daedric creation. So this was inspired from that. It even has some of the features. Like I just recently looked at this this block formation on one of Daedric's ships there, and it yeah, same type of thing going on here. And it's, yeah, really cool. This certainly looks like a gunship of one origin or another here. Quite a lot of weaponry. You got the front area, which would probably kind of set up to take a lot of hits. Just guessing here. And a whole barrage of thrusters. Or I'm sorry, turrets. I didn't mean thrusters. A little concerning right here though, because these can angle out and shoot, but they are forward-wise directly blocked by the extension of the hull right there. So they would only be able to kind of like angle out at their maximum angle and shoot kind of in these directions off to the side. And maybe that's all they're for on the side there. Obviously, there's a lot of turrets on the front side here too. Most of them have a straight up line of sight. Some, you know, if you tilt the nose forward, like this back one here can kind of shoot up and above the first one, but you do have to have the nose of the creation tilted down a little bit, so if you're fighting the bad guys, say where I'm at over here, otherwise I think this would this one would be blocked by the one in front of it right there. But yeah, very very cool. I like the shaping, the color scheme. Obviously, it was influenced by another author heavily here, but I believe this is an original creation too. So it's not like a remake of something the other author did. And it kind of looks like we've got a lot more. If these are turret mounts, and they certainly look like they would work that way, we've got a lot more turret mounts throughout the creation as well to add more guns to it here. Yeah, very cool. Nice looking bridge. Definitely like the color and the block work. Like this landing pad too. How it's kind of elevated like that. Kind of got some framework structure above it, and nice place to dump the long range radar and a couple turrets here. It's probably a long range radar. No, this one isn't. This is actually the fake one. See, you literally can't tell the difference unless you look at it because it's the same exact model part there, but that is not the real one. So obviously you could put in the real one right there, and it's probably what it's meant for. We got some additional thrusters we can add in here. Looks like a couple more forward thrusters, strafing thrusters. Might be some more in the creation somewhere as well. Yeah, so we got a big XL going forward in the middle here too. So yeah, you can get quite a lot of thrust power on here. It kind of looks like it's going to be a pretty agile ship, even the way it is stock, before more thruster upgrades. And yeah, a lot of firepower too. A lot of turret positions. Looks like we got some side ways in on the side here. I like this glass work coming in here. Oh, and this whole like catwalk or walk path going through here as well. I don't want to go aboard quite yet, but yeah, very cool. Very cool. All right, so let me adjust the lighting a little bit and get inside, see what's going on. I don't know if I'm too dark or not right now. Kind of dark, isn't it? Let me up that up a little bit. All right, and I want to make sure you have. Oh, you're out of fuel. I'm sorry. I was showing the whole thing with it not lit up or anything. I apologize for that. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, all the thrusters were off. Oh, and LCDs I didn't even look at as well. Yeah, that's just a quick scan over the hull again. Kind of in dusk. Yeah, very nice looking ship. Again, and yeah, certainly follows Dadrick's like faction color scheme for a lot of these ships here. Looks like it is one of the fleet for sure. All right, let's do this again here with lights, with fuel this time. Makes a whole lot of difference, you know. All right, so yeah, cool looking hangar here. I like this. I love the LCD on the ground here. Oh yeah, inspired by Dadrick's Challenger, Stellar Dynamics. Yeah, yep. Very cool. Very cool. So over here, it looks like we've got a full medical bay. Kind of, I like how it's kind of taking up the slot of like a constructor. Obviously, a constructor slot right next to it there. We got our shower, storage controller over there. Another advanced constructor there. Armor repair. A couple small constructors. Oh wow, what's going on here? Input 640K. It's talking about a lot of different parts here. Ventilators. Oh, is this kind of like a rundown of... No, it's not. Yeah. 1971 LCD screens. I don't know what the... That's interesting. That might be some kind of joke or something. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's kind of like listing a bunch of parts. I don't quite know what it's talking about there, but it's cool. It is cool. Another place for constructor, deconstructor over there. On this side, we've got places for looks like 1x3 generators. I like how the one is in there. You got a location for 2 more on that side. Like how it's asymmetrical on either side of the hangar. Got some sentry guns up top to shoot any unwanted people coming through there or creatures. Oh, we got the hallway or the elevator LCDs too, which is really cool. I'm gonna go straight forward, and then we'll go up to the next deck. Man, yeah, a lot of production. So we got some more places over here to put in another constructor, and we got our warp drive right over here. Cool looking formation for that. Now, obviously, up over in this area, looks like there's probably an access point that I kind of missed there, or maybe you just kind of come through the tubes here. But oh yeah, right there. Nope, that's not a door. Never mind. Anyway, we got places for generators, and it looks like a bunch of medium shield parts. We do have one installed currently on this side, and I don't know if there's another side to this. It's all asymmetrical. So, oh yeah, here's another large shield part, or I'm sorry, medium shield part. Pentaxi tank, gravity generator, the main shield. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on in here. Alright, so let's go up to the next deck, which is here. So we're core room, shield generator, T2, 4x4. I like this different color scheme in here. That looks really cool. So yeah, all our CPU core blocks are around the room over here. Probably a Core 9 setup, I'm guessing. We've got, looks like 4 small shield parts in here. A little, again, for unwanted people, I could shoot them. So don't go in there unless you're unless you got permission. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the LCD. I don't think it's doing that because of, I don't know. Yeah, you know this game. It does things. All right, so let's go back and then we'll. Oh, no, there is no forward on this deck. Okay, so we're on restroom, crew station, and hydroponics. So, yep, we got a looks like a 5x5 hydroponics area here. Looks like the lights are meant to match that. So 25 grow plots potential. This is that quick way in and out on either side. Goes to the catwalks over there. I'm sure that's the switch for the grow plot lights, I bet. Yep. And oh yeah, look at that. If you come in here too, you can get blown away. Got another sentry gun in here. Armor locker. We got there's 2 elevators. Okay, so there's a rear elevator. I missed that before. All right, so we're at the top floor of this one anyway, so that's good. All right, so let's go this way and through. Oh, look at this. Completely like different styling in the crew section over here. Some different textures, hardwood floors, some yeah, all kinds of stuff. This looks really nice. I like the curved glass going along here. And we got kind of a tiled kitchen area over here, and a bedroom or sleeping quarters. This is where they play EGS at night, or something else. Yeah, very nice, very nice. And let's see, let's go up to here. Oh, it is doing the thing, isn't it? It is doing the thing. I know how to fix this. I didn't know how to fix this before, but I do now. I wonder if I could find the LCD. I could show you. It all has to do with whatever color is being used on the part that's disappearing. If you add 2 more digits to that color, if it's doing the open bracket color at whatever the color it is, if you add 2 more digits, being 0 through 100, there, that is the alpha transparency. If you turn on that, even if you set it to 99% alpha, it's 99% visible, it will kind of correct that problem. So it won't freak out like that. It's just kind of a game bug, and this is just a fix around the game bug. So I don't know where the LCDs are. Let me see. Is this one of them? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so I don't know the LCD, but I'm going to add, we'll just put like 90, how about 95 there, and I don't know which one is doing it. Okay, so yeah, these colors, yeah, you could add another field to it. It knows how to read it. So let's see, I only see the 2 color commands here. So, okay, well, it did fix it. It doesn't disappear, but then the only side effect is if something's overlapping, you'll see the overlap because it's kind of it's not 100% opaque now. So you'll see an overlap in there, but it does fix that problem. Really good to know. I didn't know that for the longest time until about 6 months ago. I got heads up from a comment or someplace, and it was like the most amazing LCD discovery ever for me. So I thought I would just kind of relay that over so you don't have that problem anymore, and can be fixed up. Like if the one part was just moved over a little bit or whatnot, you wouldn't see that in between line, or if it was just a bigger solid box or one piece. But it will fix the problem in that case. There's other LCD problems that you can't fix without repositioning LCDs in a certain way, but that one can be fixed. So let's get all the way up to the bridge here. And yeah, very cool looking bridge. And we've got some more LCDs kind of mounted in here. Welcome aboard, Carmelius. Very nice. We got our ammo loadout over here. 320k ammo bay. It's not right there, but that is pretty cool. Hey, look at this. Yeah, in case the unwanted bridge people get up here, it's going to be blown away by another sentry gun. Got our teleporter right over there, nicely on a sensor, and yeah, some convenience up here. O2, a couple armor lockers, and passenger seats. Yeah, it looks like a nice ship here. Repair bay back over here, blinky lights, and of course the big landing pad that goes right up to the bridge and the rear elevator. I wouldn't say the central elevator. There's two different ones. So yeah, very, very cool. Let's look at some numbers here. So start with unlock level 25, size class 4. Pretty quick going forward here. 105 MS4, 27 strafing, 120 lift, 83 reverse, 36 down, 5 fuel tanks, 5 oxygen tanks. Pretty good barrage of weaponry on here already. Obviously, there's more places to add stuff. It even has a retractable drill turret, which is cool. So you can do some space mining here too. 20-hour and 33-minute build time. Just going to use Estrium and Zacosium. It's more of a combat origin ship. I would definitely say it was its main thing, but it does some farming. It's got quite a lot of production in it too. Obviously, also a hangar and a landing pad. So it's kind of does everything. But I would say its biggest focus would be on combat. Yeah, very cool. All right, so let's look at your storage. Yeah, there we are. Oh, we're already on it. Okay, so we got a cargo or harvest controller at 320k, ammo at 320. Medic. Okay, so that's a box. Cargo 1. Okay, these are big controllers here, so that's a 424k and a 640k. Then we got an input here at another 640. Yeah, that's got quite a lot of storage on it. Some big controllers in there. Captain's chest. Yeah, I think these are boxes here and the other stuff in there. Take a look at the P menu and the shield. Okay, stock shield, just under 17,000 on stock shield. Does look like it's going to need some additional CPU. We didn't actually look at that yet. So we got a drill P menu option, production, which is really cool, food process, spotlights, gravity, open hangar door, sentries, drills. I'm just turning everything on. Food production or process. And CPU wise, so it's set up with the Core 9 setup in it. It is going to need some additional CPU to get it going the way it is. So I believe that's on the, I forget exactly what it takes. I believe the author listed that. It doesn't take that much, but it would need some additional CPU or form of quantum auxiliary or other kinds of CPU going on in there. Very cool ship though. Definitely like it. And yeah, you really, yeah, looks great. It looks like it's part of the fleet from Dadrick's lineup of ships there. So very, very cool. Again, the Oh man, Carousel, Reforged Eden by Carmelius. Very, very cool. So the next one here, this is another Barefoot and Hillbilly. I bet you, man, all my ships are. Did I not fill all these up when I went through here? Let me make sure I don't keep screwing that up there. So this guy over here, just a little SV, I think. Hey, look at that. This is an unusual looking ship. It looks kind of like in theme with the last ship I looked at from Barefoot and Hillbilly. Had the same kind of color scheme and a bit of an unusual design on this one as well, but looks really cool again. I like that. Yeah, kind of I don't know, it's certainly got some Star Wars in it. Kind of reminds me of some kind of unusual I don't know, I wouldn't call it a TIE fighter. It's not really a TIE fighter. Just with the side pieces like that, it kind of brings in that element of a TIE fighter, but the rest of it's not necessarily very TIE fighter like. So it's really cool though. I definitely like this. I like the color differences there and the added LCD plus the numbers over here. That's just kind of cool too to see that with the stripes going on the front there. Nice way to add detail. How like this area is blacked out with some deco pieces, and then we got a little different color tone going in this area, and then we're getting into some reds, some grays. Out the back here, what's that? Oh, look at that. We got a bunch of shield parts. Looks like there's a generator back in there. The main shield. Oh wow, we got a lot of stuff going back. Lots of. Oh wow, look at all the shield parts. Warp drive. There's thrusters in here too. Look at that. Interesting, yeah. Like lift and down thrusters are in here. It probably operates a different technology than good old combustion thrusters in the sci-fi realm that it's in. That's cool. That's very, very cool there. Again, pretty different coloring. I know it was explained on the last video too, where this color origin and everything kind of came from, which is yeah, really cool. So yeah, the boarding ramp here, I got to say this looks really, really cool. The way it's got this blockwork kind of in between there that kind of holds up the first ramp to the second ramp kind of thing. Reminds me of the boarding on the Millennium Falcon. Had something like that going on too. And let me adjust the lights and we'll get inside here. So we got another door here which is going to close up there. I don't know if I'm probably in God mode. I'm screwing up sensors here. Yeah, I'll just get out of God mode for now. No, maybe not. I'll make it a little higher, then I'll do it. Okay. So, alright, so inside of here, it looks like it's right to the point here. We got our warp drive, so a lot of that stuff that we've seen from the back, you can kind of see from the front or through it as well. Got a detector over there. That's a cool looking detector mount there. Looks like a bigger, fancier detector actually. Did a great job making that look like a bigger piece with blocks and textures and things. Food processor, trauma station, our main core right over there, storage controller, CPU blocks, a couple of fridges up here. Cool look at station. Oh, I like the glasswork in front. So this is just a passenger seat on this side. It looks really really detailed. Really feels kind of lived in there. Very nice, very nice. Got a place for auxiliary core there. And yeah, the same kind of thing on the other side, just without the detector on this side. That's cool. Got O2 there. Place for a AA. I don't know. That'll fit. Probably auxiliary core or CPU block. It fits so many different things in here. It could fit a small shield part. Could fit a lot of stuff in that size spot. And this is the actual captain's seat. You can tell by the little different graphics on the front of the display there. So yeah, you got a passenger on that side and the captain over here, and they both have their consoles. And that's cool. So you kind of fly it asymmetrically on one side here. And that's, yeah, it's got pretty much all the function you want on something like this. This is, that's cool. Just, again, the interior feels very authentic and kind of lived in there, which is really, really cool. All right, I'm going to get back into God mode. Let's turn on some lights here. And let's see what's going on with your numbers here. So, unlock level 20, size class 2, 49 forward, 22 strafing, 56 lift, 49 reverse, 33 down, 8 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks, 4 retractable minigun turrets, 4 Gatling cannons. Wow, it's got more guns than I thought it did, and a detector. 5-hour and 38-minute build time. Uses hardly any astrium or zirconium in the build. CPU-wise, it is a Core 9 build. Got about 1,500 leftover CPU. Pretty close to that. Storage. We have got, did I not say the name of this creation again? I think I screwed up the last 2 creations. I started talking about them, but I never said the name. But this is the, probably because I screw up all the words for the names, so I don't really want to say the names. But this is the see, this is why. The Vachy Scout by Barefoot Hillbilly. Maybe I did say it and forgot, but anyway, we got an ammo controller at 2715, cargo controller at 2914. Beyond that, a couple of fridges and a pentaxid tank. Looking at the P menu options and shield, we've got 4020 on shield stock, and we do have spotlight P menu option there. So yeah, again, yeah, very, very cool ship here, SV fighter with a kind of set up for like a 2-man crew. Obviously, you could fly it single player too. I wish there was more for a second person in a ship, like the passenger in this case, more for them to do. Because I mean, they can look at some P menu options and things like that and turn a couple things on or off, but I mean, literally, they can't see the radar, they can't see nothing, and they're just kind of there, you know. I guess you could task them to maybe build some more ammo or something like that with a constructor, but it would be really nice if there was more that a passenger in a creation in Empyrion could actually do, and it really should show them stat numbers such as your shield strength and where the bad guys are on the map and stuff, and it doesn't want to tell the passenger that either. It's just one of those little things that I've noticed in gameplay myself. It's just like if you're a passenger, you're just blind and kind of sitting there unless you got something to process in a constructor or turn on a P menu option or something. All right, so this one, hold on. Last creation of the day, also without fuel, not anymore. And all right, so this one here, this is the Sky Explorer Carrier RE by Washuba. And this is a cool looking ship over here too. I like the green texture lights going on here. And I would say, I don't know, it's got some guns. I don't want to say right off the gates that this is necessarily like a combat creation. Might be more of a kind of does a lot of things kind of creation, like your main ship that you use in game. But it does have a lot more turret mount positions. We have some on here already for like drone protection and stuff. I'm not seeing big guns right off the gates, but if it looks like there's a lot more places to add them, and that's what all these markings are for, to put in more weaponry here. A couple 3x3 turrets in all these locations here. Yeah, and cool looking bridge. Oh, looks like we got like a second level. Okay, level below where the captain actually sits. A couple passenger seats down there. Big old glass canopy there. That looks cool. And we got some green thrusters in here. It kind of matches with the body. I like how this it's kind of illuminates really nicely with the colors used here, with the combination of the texture light. Then it kind of goes dark, but then you got some other texture lights that really stand out in this triangle formation here. Yeah, cool way to do that. And then this has got to be just a straight up a different color here for this other green in the mix. On that line there, I think. Yeah, this is with my spotlight or my flashlight on here. But yeah, that is a different color there. It's hard to tell. It kind of looks like It might be lit up from all the texture lights there, but no, the author put that in there, uh, which really does the job. I mean, that does some pretty cool illumination there. It's very cool at night, I bet, too. I'll have to look at this in the dark here in a bit. So out the back, looks like we got a hangar. It's probably might have opened up the, or there's big blast doors on the side. It probably opened that up when I parked it on the ground. Might be tied into the landing gear again. And some, what's back over here? Oh, that's a blast door right there, isn't it? Interesting. Oh, upgrade slot area. Probably a SCC. I kind of wonder, is there any possible way? And I'm just totally guilty for this myself. I'm always like throw out decals for part things and stuff like that. Just kind of make them up as you go. But it would be really cool to see like a universal, um, like everybody that's going to use decals to call a small shield part. Whatever decals those are. It'd be kind of neat because it's different on all these different creations. Different authors name things different way, and there's no necessarily consistency to it. I guess it's not a bad thing either. But yeah, that's a cool ship. I like the stance of it too. It's kind of thick. It looks like it's going to have a decent amount of room in it, but it's pretty exotic at the same time, especially with all this block work going around the bridge over here too, and the texture lights kind of embedded in there. That looks really sharp that way. So it looks like a neat looking creation at night as well here. Speaking of, I wanted to lower the lighting down anyway to go inside, but let's just take a quick scan on the exterior here. Yeah, like I say, I really I like it. Yeah, the neat looking light formation going around here. Very cool. All right, well, anyway, let's get aboard here. So when we get in, it looks like we're getting into the white light on the interior here, so you can see better. Bunch of deconstructors up the side over there. Got a med bay right as you come in. Storage controller O2 on the other side. Very convenient when you come in from some adventures. We do have a blast door right here. Oh, wait a minute. There's a whole lower hay. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, so this opens up here. Oh, wow, look at this. This is like a whole like HV docking zone, I would say. Or, I mean, you could put SVs in here too, but it's got the ground ramp and everything like that. So, yeah, definitely parking a lot of stuff over here. And then we got a front door. Oh, yeah, look at that. So, pass through like HV or SV docking zone. And then there's like an above hangar. Elevator looks like right over here. Oh, no. This is a big room here. Kind of looks like it would fit a medium shield part or some stuff like that in there on that side. And this side, oh, this full medical bay over here. Very cool. Yeah, different like ceramic tiling in those rooms there. All right, so here it is. This is what I was looking for. So we got an elevator. It looks like a oh yeah, wave. So you can get a board right down below here too. So that's just an exit off the bottom there. And let's go up to the next floor. So 2. And okay, so this gets back out to that hangar area over here. And the hangar's got that blast door, I think, which you could probably maybe that retracts and then you can like lift something up to the next level. Or it's just kind of like a area that kind of sticks out over the edge so you can have more docking space for a creation back over there. We kind of seen this part right here before. We just came in from a different way. So over here we got our teleporter. Very cool. Oh, look at all the different colors of the deco pieces in here. We got yellow and red and blue. Quite a barrage there. O2 medbay up here as well. No core. Some information here. LNX refined storage. The no core holster. Very cool. Passenger seat over, a couple passenger seats right over here. And this is in front of, oh, kind of a window area back over here. A lot of room. I mean, it could certainly add a lot more parts and things in the area if you wanted to get some more shields in there, or more generators, or whatnot. It looks like up in here we've got the CPU core room. Looks like this is actually built with some pretty tough blocks in this area. So we got Xeno, and I believe that's would be straight up combat steel. Yeah, combat steel there. Blast door here as well. So weird. Hold on, let me see what in the heck? I hit it and it goes from the lit to the non-lit version. That's an interesting trick. What is going on here? Yeah, so there's a blast door here. I didn't even notice that. Look at this. This is like a little thing that goes up into the ship. Oh, into holy smokes, really? Fusion reactor room. Oh yeah, you would get rid of these generators up here, and then you would have your 5x5x5 spot for a fusion reactor in here. Oh wow, that's a cool way to do it. So because if you had a fusion reactor, you wouldn't need these. Because one fusion reactor is like about 5 of these or something like that. So yeah, that is cool. So that's an interesting, like this little slope going up there. That's kind of like a upward shoot. All right. Well, anyway, here, let me put that away, and let's go up another floor. So I think this. Oh, I got my light on too. Let me turn that off. So up here we've got looks like a crew area, cafeteria type of thing, with some facilities over here. It looks like. Yep, showers or toilets. That goes to the other side. We've got some more room over here for, yeah, I suppose whatever you want to put here. Oh, very cool. That's kind of a neat, like the cabinetry above the countertop there. So up on 3. So we've got, oh, look at this. We got a big growing section here too. Got a storage controller there. Looks like it's got like the main plot in there, kind of set up for the Reforged Eden style grow plots, but you could always carve out the neighboring blocks around here to put in the normal grow plots. Quite a lot of grow plots too. Pretty big farming section going on here. Oh, this is another one of them. Oh, and this kind of, yeah, it goes down to the floor below. Again, kind of like a chute on the bottom there. I don't know, where I grew up at, where there was a clothes chute, and I had something like that at the bottom, where you'd throw the clothes in there, and they'd fall to the basement and do something like that. So that's kind of what it reminds me of a little bit there. All right, so we got definitely a lot of farming going on. So let's go up to the top, and I think maybe that was the top level. So we're right out the top of the ship, and obviously we got solar going on here. I'm gonna get the lights back on. Got a lot of solar going on here too, which is going to be a nice power assist. Save a little fuel, keep things, shut off your thrusters and let the farms go. Not have to put fuel in your fuel tanks there. So yeah, again, very, very cool. The Sky Explorer. Let's take a look at what's going on in here. So size class 8, unlock level 25, 73 forwards, 36 strafing, 109 lift, 73 reverse, 55 down. So pretty agile ship here. We got 8 minigun turrets, stock at least, 6 sentry guns, 24-hour and 57-minute build time. It's 5920 in Zacosium. So 25 of the grow plots times that by 9, and you would, yeah, I think so. Yeah, if you times that by 9, that's how many total grow plots would be in there. So quite a bit of pretty big farming section in here. 24 fuel tanks, 14 oxygen tanks. CPU-wise, it does look like it's going to need some additional CPU. It's got the Core 9 setup in there, but it's probably going to, kind of like the last ship we looked at, too. It's going to need maybe an aux core or two, something like that to balance that out. Let's see what else here. So P menu options and shield. So we do have quite a few P menu options for hangar, pilot, weapons, radar, EMP, missile, and laser. Now obviously a lot of these weapons are probably left off right now. And I didn't see those installed right there. But it's kind of set up to assign them to P menu controls. Got a 15,800 on shield stock. And let's take a look at your storage. So we've got materials, 640K there. Components, 640K. I like the color coding here. Deconstructor, 640K. Another 640 for ores. Materials. Okay, we're down to 320 here on the loots. No, 240, 256, and another 240. So, yeah, a lot of storage. Oh man, components too is another 640. So is 3. Oh my goodness. And ammo 640. Well, this is a regular controller. It's not an ammo controller, so you can make them 640s. But do we have? Yeah, we got ammo controllers here. Yeah, a whole bunch of them. So yeah, three ammo controllers. It looks like 2 320s and a 312 there as well. Plus some more. Oh my goodness, another 528K. Okay, this thing packs a lot of storage in it. Yeah, a lot of these that I thought were boxes aren't boxes. They're full-blown ammo controllers. God, even this one, even the one that says guns is 152K of storage. And we got a 312K harvest controller on here too. Holy smokes. Okay, yeah, no joke on moving stuff around here. It does a lot. Let me take a look at this here. Yeah, we got a lot of lift thrust in here too. It's some pretty big stats for moving stuff. So, yeah, that's cool. So, kind of like, I mean, it does a lot of things, farming included, but it certainly can carry a lot of cargo around too, and vehicles and you name it. Yeah, kind of an all-arounder ship, I would say, with the farming and everything else going on. Obviously, you can put a lot more turrets on here to beef it up for some more combat. I don't know when I was looking at this, so I don't know if this is just some weird anomaly or this was an intentional thing. For some reason, I don't think it is, but I don't know for sure. But I've seen these these 3 blocks just kind of chilling out there, but everything else is angled around it. Kind of looks like maybe they shouldn't be there, but maybe there's a reason for that too. But I don't know. But other than that, very, very cool creation again. So this is the Sky Explorer Carrier RE by Wooshpa. If I said it right, I might have screwed up your name. Don't mean to. But yeah, very, very cool. And that was the last creation today. So wow, what a barrage of really, really cool stuff going on here. Some really elaborate ships. We got mechs. We got this guy over here, the Mobius. Wow. And all these other really cool ships in here in SV. So other than that, awesome work, everyone. Really a pleasure to take a look at all this stuff. Pretty amazing stuff. Kind of inspiring as well. Other than that, y'all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you on the next video. Adios.